Hello everyone, this is Milk Lizard, and this is my first video with this game, which is called Power Rangers Legacy Wars. It's a little loud out here right now. I'm outside trying to give myself cancer, so if you guys will excuse me, it'll be just a moment. I'll be going inside, but basically what I'm going to be going over in this video here is I'm going to go over the basics. Now, if you will take a look, I'm level 3. Let me move my camera. I'm level 3. I'm already up a little higher. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am one of the people that I bought one of the special boxes once I got to League 3. They had one of the special offers that come with the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, Kimberly. It came with her, and it came with 1,200 shards and 200 speed orbs for the leaders. So I did buy that. You know, so I will say that that's a leg up that I have. You know, and historically I've always been one of those people that, you know, I hate people that pay to play to win, but I mean, it's not like anything that's Green Ranger you can only get, I believe you can only get by buying, but the Pink Ranger as a leader, even though she is an epic and she is really hard to get, you can get her through boxes. So all I did was, you know, buy her so that I could go and have her. Now, that being said, she's really good. She is one of the better purchases in any game that I've ever, you know, actually paid money for. She is one of the better purchases. So what I'm going to do right now is through the boxes that I bought today with the shards that I've gotten, I got a lot of good new characters. So let's see, I'll give you a rundown real quick of everything that I've got. Start with my leaders. Alright, so right now on this group, which is my group 3, I have Coda from the Untitled Charge. Now, he has 150 health, which is, you know, that's not as good as some of my others, but his shield slam is 128, and that's a breaker move. So it's, you know, and he's got 2 breaker moves here. They're both really good, and those are great for those of you who don't know, who are new to the game. Those are great for, you know, your opponent throws up a shield and you hit him with one of those, they're pretty much boned. He also has shield toss. Now that's a great move because it's ranged. He's gonna throw his shield, it's gonna do some spins on him, hit him, and come back. If I'm not mistaken, I know that's what the assist one does, and I'm thinking that's what the leader one does too. Now he's got a move called Capoeira Combo. That one's basically just a punch combo. He's gonna throw a couple punches, a couple kicks. Now that one, if they throw up a shield and block you, that one's gonna hurt you pretty bad because it is a rather long move. So if they're holding the shield, they're usually gonna get you on that one. So it's risky, but it's also very quick. So it can come out really fast, you know. If you have the opportunity, you know, they're hitting you with some strikes, throw up one of your shields and block them, and you've got them in the stun, and you hit them with that, then you should be doing pretty well. Now, my recommendation would always be, if you do hit them with a shield and you are holding anything else, especially the half moon kick or the shield toss, I hit him with one of those. But moving forward from that, so I've got him. He's a great leader. He's what I've got on my team 3. Now, I've also got right here, now this is Billy of the new Power Rangers, the 2017 that's coming out. He's an epic as well. I haven't even tried him out yet, but as you can see, he's got some pretty good moves. Blast radius, don't know what it does. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's probably a bomb. Now, EMP, for those of you who don't know, Electromagnetic Pulse, what that's going to do, I can only imagine what that's going to do is it's going to shut down any Rangers within probably, you know, like what I would say 5 foot, you know, on the screen of, you know, where your Ranger is. It's a defense move, so especially if they're trying to hit you with a strike, you hit that, it's going to be really good for you. Because of his diversity in his moves, I can already tell you he's going to be a great one. Now, because he's epic, it's hard to get him in boxes. You will sometimes, but you're not going to get that many. The thing with epics is they are so good but they're so hard to level up. It takes a long time to level them up because it takes a long time to come across their shards. So with him, even though I will be using him, I will go over him today in the tutorial to show you guys what he's like. He's not he's not one that I've used yet, and I wouldn't necessarily say that I would recommend him as your leader unless you are good enough with your shield and that type of thing that you don't get hit much. So I will do a tutorial on him. And moving forward, right here, and I've still got shards for her. Reason being is because I'm holding them for my alliance. If some of the guys come along and they need those, then I'm going to give them to them. So now this is Kimberly from the new Power Rangers, Pink Ranger of the new movie. So mine's at level 1. I've got enough shards to upgrade her. Not going to right now. Like I said, I'm saving them for my alliance because some of these guys use her as a leader, and I'd really like to give them to them. However, upgrading her would put her charging kick, which is a great move, at 95. Her vortex launch, another great move, at 114. Her power kick, which is her breaker, at 95, and rapid fury. Now she's really good if you're good with your strikes. The problem with her is just the same with just about all Kimberlys, being that she's got a lot of strike moves. So if you've got an opponent who's really defensive minded, he's going to hit you with a lot of those defenses, and naturally it's going to stun you every time. So she's great, but if you're not versed in knowing what you're doing as far as timing everything right, and really, you've got to guess whether or not they're holding a defense. If they're holding a shield, you've got to know when to use those. But moving on, Jason from the new one. Now, this is the only one of the newer Rangers that I've seen so far on leader class that is not at least a rare. He's a common, and he's the first Ranger you get as a leader. So, perfect spiral. That's a pretty good move. The thing with that one is he drops back and throws a pass like a football. Now the problem with that move is that, problem with a lot of those moves like that, which I think needs a patch, is that you can move either, when he throws it, you can either move to the middle and you'll be underneath it, or one of the worst parts, which is really aggravating, something that really needs to be patched because it's just about any ranged move. If someone basically scoots back to all the way to the back of the stage, all the way to the corner, they can dodge any ranged move. It's going to go straight past them. So, perfect spiral, great move if it hits them, but your odds of hitting them are pretty low because of that. Roaring Tiger, another great move. It's let's see, aerial assault. That's a really good one. Shoulder tackle, that's a really good one. The problem with him, once again, he's another one that if they've got a lot of shields, then it's going to hurt you really bad because they can block a lot of your moves, and it's going to stun you every time they put up a block. So moving forward from there, Trini. Okay, this one, I forgot about her too. She's Yellow Ranger of the new 2017. Now, she is also another common. That's what I was saying. I completely forgot about her being the other common. Ground and Pound. Now, that's a great move because it only costs 2. It hits for 64, and that's a breaker. Now, as I told you before, your breakers, now, it takes a little bit longer to charge up a breaker than it does a strike, but they're great being that if they think you're going to hit them with a strike and they throw up that shield and you hit them with a breaker, then it's going to hit them really hard. Brawler Combo, that's a pretty good one. It's quick. But the problem with that one is usually by the time you get the first 2 licks out, if they throw up their shield, the third one is going to hurt you hard because if they're holding, say, 5 power crystals, they block you with their shield, and then after that, it's going to hurt you really bad. Rushing Headbutt, great move. The thing with that one is I think it's a one hit. So if they don't have time to throw up their shield before that first hit, if they don't predict it, if you're close enough, then that one's a really good one. And KO Kick's a great one. Now moving forward, Zach. Zach is the Black Ranger from the new group. I don't know why I said earlier I didn't think there was a lot of comments from the new group, because that's 3 in a row that are new group. But he's got high health, 225, and I've upgraded his moves pretty high. And he's actually the highest of my newer Rangers right there. Now the great thing with Zach is because he's got more breakers than the rest of them. So Power Punch, great move. He kind of comes down overhead with a punch, and it's a really strong move, and it's a breaker. So if they throw up a shield, that's going to hit them really hard. 1-2 combo, great move. That one knocks him up in the air, actually. Daredevil Chain, great move. It's really quick. And Rolling Thunder, and that's a breaker too. Now, of all your newer Rangers, Zach would be the one that I would recommend. If you can upgrade him, he would be the one that I would say, you know, every time you get the chance to ask your alliance for shards, that would be the one that I'd ask for. He would be the one I'd upgrade. He'd be the one that I'd use. If you're newer and you don't have any epics, this would be the guy I would go with. Now, moving on, pretty much everything from here are all epics except for 2 of them, and those are actually not epics, but they're totally worth using. Now, Kimberly Heart. This is the one that I was saying that I got this morning, and she's an epic leader. She's the best that I've used yet, and I'll tell you why. Now, if you notice, some of the other people I showed you have stronger moves, but the thing with her is, okay, jump shot, that's a breaker, and that's also a long range hit. It's great for many reasons. Arc shot. Now, this one's a tricky one, but at the same time, it's a great one. If you've got them pretty close, or if you've knocked them up with your backflip kick, and you hit them with that arc shot, because it shoots up in the air, but it's really strong, and it's ranged. So if they block it, it's not going to stun you. And Power Chops is pretty much it's a punching combo, but it's pretty quick. Now, the great thing about Kimberly, and the reason I'm using her right now too, with those 2 shots being ranged, those are both really good things. On top of the fact of the 2 assists that I use with her, which I'll get to later, they are both have breaker combos, and they're both really strong. So basically, they can't use a lot of shields against her, because even if they use shields and I use a striker, the fact that she has ranged move means that it's not going to stun me. Sure, I wasted a move, it sucks, but she doesn't get stunned. Okay, so moving on to Billy. Here's another one that I've got. Here's another one that I've got a lot of shards for, and I'm saving those for my my alliance mates. Alright, so Billy, really strong. He is another one. He's a common, but he's from the Mighty Morphin. Now, he's got 219 health at level 4. I've got him at 3, but I could upgrade him to 4. And you can see right there where everything is at and where it will go to. Now, one of the things about Billy is if you can save him up to level 10, or not level 10, if you can save, just save all his, I forget what they're called, but basically the things you use to do your moves. If you get them up to 10 and then you hit them with the Power Lance pull, if they don't block that, you can pull them to you with that and then use the Mighty Launcher. If you've got both of those and you use them both, it's 9 points, but it's going to pull them to you and then launch them up in the air and hit them pretty hard. By the time they come back down, you should have either your vaulting kick or your Tricera combo, both of which, if you use, will hit them pretty hard. And that's honestly about half their health on those 3 moves alone, if you can get all of them in at once. Now, odds are they're going to try to block. So best case scenario, what you hope for is that when they pull, or when you pull, they either don't have time to block or they don't use the block, and then they try to use their block just in time for you to use the Mighty Launcher, which is going to throw them up in the air, and because it's a breaker, it's going to break their shield. They're done for. Now, as soon as they come back down, you've got that other move. If they don't have a shield, which is unlikely because they just used one, you're going to hit them really hard. And like I said, that's about half their health on that one combo alone. And by the time they recover from that, you know, back up a couple times. By the time they recover from that, you should have enough to go about 5 again, and you should be holding a shield. Odds are they're going to run towards you. They're going to have a striker move. They're going to try to hit you with it. Throw your shield up, you're golden. So, now this is the one that I was using forever until I got Kimberly this morning. Katherine Hillary. Strong. She's got a lot of health. Firecloud, great move. She throws a fireball basically from across stage. Problem with this is, like I was telling you before, if they back up or move forward, it'll go right past them. Why? I don't know. Tai Chi Combo. Great move, but it's got 4 in it. 4 hits. As well as, 4 hits. So if they throw up a shield at any point during that, which they can, after like the second hit, it's pretty easy for them to just hit their shield. It's going to block you, it's going to stun you. And stun lasts about 2 to 3 seconds. Now, disc spin is a really strong move, and she can hit them from almost all the way across the stage. And she's going to come forward and spin. If she hits them with all of it, it's really strong. Feint palm, the good thing about that one is it's so quick. It's a 2-hit combo, and if they throw up the shield beforehand, then they've got you, but usually they don't have time to, and that one's going to hit them and knock them back. I would definitely recommend her. If you get her, I would recommend using her for a while, because she's really good, and she doesn't have a learning curve to her at all. Basically, you can jump straight into her, and I'll tell you right now, she ran me all the way from 200 to 1,000. So thank you to Katherine. This one is a rare. He's kind of hard to get. Not really, but he's kind of hard to get. You're not going to get him first try, but he is really good. Now this is Danny Delgado. You're going to get him as assist and a leader pretty early in the game. He usually comes in the first package. Bison Charge, one of his moves is really strong, and he'll run all the way from across the other side and run into them. If they block you and they've got a lot of time to, then it's going to stun you pretty hard. But anything else is not going to stop this. Basically, they can be throwing a breaker at you. They can be throwing another strike, and this will run straight through them. Axe Flurry, it's really good. A lot of hits to it. It can be blocked pretty easy, but it is really strong. Wild Kick Combo is really strong, and Spinning Roundhouse basically jumps up, throws a kick, and it's a good breaker. But he's a great one. I would recommend using them if you have time. Now this one right here is legendary. I got 1 shard of her this morning. I'm waiting, hoping that I get some more, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Name is Gia Moran. If you can see, all striker moves, but if you take a look at those, especially that saber whip, whew, that's strong, buddy. That is a strong move. So I would love to get her. Now this is going to conclude my video on the leaders. As soon as I get done with this one, I'm going to be going back to the next video, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the assist. I'm going to give you a run through of all the assist characters that I have, and I have quite a few. Tell you all about them, how to use them, and then after that we're going to do a tutorial and show you how to fight with these guys in the training mode. So, and then later on I'm going to actually do some battles and show you guys some of my techniques. So thanks for tuning in. For everyone who is not already on the game with me, not in my alliance, you don't already know, but tonight, for the first 100 viewers that I get on my Twitch or YouTube channel, I will be giving away I think they're a Mega Morphin box. So everyone, please tune in, and just write your name in the comment section. Let me know you're interested, and we'll get you signed up. Hopefully you can win a box tonight. So thanks to everyone. Y'all have a good day, and please tune in for the assist video.